Gabi po sa inyong lahat. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. We are on diary entry number 791 from the diary of Saint Faustina Kowalska, Divine Mercy in My Soul. Hide me, Jesus, in the depths of your mercy, and then let my neighbor judge me as he pleases. Tago ko, Jesus, sa kailaliman ng iyong awa, at pagkatapos ay hayaan mong husgahan ako ng aking kapwa sa kung anumang nais niya. Alright. Alam niyo, nung binabasa ko to, niisip ko, ano kayong pinagdadaanan ni Faustina, no? Parang may hugot kasi siya dito, no? Jesus, itago mo ko i-cover mo ko sa iyong awa, no? Tapos, hayaan mong husgahan nila ako, bahala sila, no? Parang ganun, no? But then, we know that Faustina is not that a complaining type. Hindi siya ganon. No? So, softly pa rin niya yan sinasabi siguro kay Jesus. No? But, the point was, she was invoking the mercy of God so that she would be protected from all the bullying that she was experiencing during that time. Remember, if you have read the diary of Saint Faustina, lalo na sa mga unang mga bahagi, no? Notebook 1, Notebook 2, those entries from her diary are filled with so many bullying acts coming directly from her fellow nuns, no? Mga kasama niya sa kumbento. Ito yung mga tao na from the start, no? Yung pumasok sa kumbento, she was judged, hindi ka pwede dito, hindi ka bagay, no? So, they turned her down. And then, when she was able to be accepted in that congregation, yun namang mga madre doon sa loob, yung hindi naman maganda ang pakikitungo sa kanya. No, she was accused of many things, from mentally challenged, o being challenged, o parang nababaliw daw siya, nag-iilusyon, ganan, hanggang doon sa subjecting her to difficult labor, no? There was a nun who said, okay, linisin mo yan. Lilinisin ko to, magpapakahirap akong linisin to, maupo ka lang dyan. So, ang intention ng madre na yon was that when fellow nuns come in, makikita nila na Faustina was just sitting around samantalang yung old nun was doing difficult tasks, scrubbing the floor, gana. So, parang that was the intention. So, maraming may experiences si Faustina na talagang, kung kayo si Faustina, malamang, ayoko na, hindi ko na kaya, Jesus, lalabas na ako ng kumbento. You would be going out of the convent. Pero hindi siya ganon. Kinaya niya lahat yon, yung mga sufferings na she was also prepared, no? Siguro dahil may mga pinagdaanan na siya, mahirap ang buhay. Alam niyo naman, yung mga tao na dumaan sa hirap, no? We know that, mga bata pa lang, was already into difficult situations, mahirap lang, nagtatrabaho na, ganan. Pag lumaki naman yung mga yan, no, napakatatag. No? Para ganun din si Faustina. So, even though she was experiencing a lot of negative situations inside the convent, lagi pa rin niyang ini-invoke yung tulong ng ating Panginoon, the mercy of the Lord of mercy, divine mercy. So, halimbawa, let us put ourselves in the shoes of Faustina. All of us are also going through certain levels of difficulties in life, especially when people would misjudge us, would underestimate us, or pagbibintangan tayo ng mga bagay na hindi naman ginawa natin, or kukunin yung credit natin sa isang bagay na ginawa natin, tapos kakanyahin nila, tapos palalabasin tayo ang masama, no? May mga experiences tayong ganan. Wala namang palagay kong tao na hindi nakaranas ng underestimation, humiliation. Di ba, meron pa nga tayong, ano ang nakakahiyang hindi mo malilimutang karasan? All of us have that, no? Walang ligtas doon. Pero sinasabi lang ni Faustina dito, no? Hindi natin maiwasan yan. People will be judging us, but allow ourselves to be covered and protected by the blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus is itself what we call mercy. Yun yung awa. Why? Because Jesus sacrificed his life, no? ibinuhos niya, nagbuhos siya ng buhay, at ang pagbuwis ng buhay niya, dumanak ang dugo mula sa kanyang puso, no? Mula sa kanyang katawan. When he was scourged, he was flogged, no? Lahat yan, dumugo, no? Mayroong physical blood na lumabas sa kanyang katawan. And this same blood was the blood that saved us. Kaya yung dugo na yun ni Jesus, yan yung awa, that's the mercy of God. And if we would only meditate on the blood of Jesus protecting us or shielding us, isipin lang natin that we are protected from head to foot ng precious blood of Jesus. We are protected from head to foot by the precious blood of Jesus. We are actually being protected. Kailangan mo lang magtiwala that you are protected. So it's the blood or it's the mercy of God protecting us. So parang ganito, kapag may isang tao na nagalit sa atin, what we would do is, normally, no, magre-react tayo. Or we would retaliate, maghihiganti tayo, magre-revenge, ganon. But as Divine Mercy devotee, hindi na tayo dapat ganon. The first thing that we have to do is to shield ourselves, to protect ourselves, no? Kasi papasok yan these attacks, what we call psychic attacks. No? Halimbawa, kahit yung negative thoughts lang, or minura ka, no? Ito, or hiniyawan ka, shouted at you, daming sinabing hindi maganda sa'yo, no? All these things would come into your system. Ako nga, pag may mga ganon, talagang nararamdaman ko yung may mga sakit dito sa sa skin, pumapasok sa loob ng flesh, no? Kapag may ganun akong experiences. So, these are real things, no? Yung kapag sinisigawan tayo, pinapagalitan tayo, or we are bullied, no? These are attacks that penetrate our body. Body pa lang yan, no? Tapos, pumapasok din yan sa ating mental, sa ating emotional. Kaya nga tayo nagiging emotional And also, sa ating spiritual, sa mismong kaluluwa natin. So, nadudumihan tayo. So, what do we do with that? If you are a Divine Mercy devotee, one way for you to protect yourself is to invoke the blood of Jesus or the merciful love of Jesus. And if you would visualize yourself protected, shielded by the blood of Jesus or by the mercy of Jesus, hindi siya makakapasok. The psychic attacks, so imagine these attacks like arrows, no? Mga arrow tumutusok sa'yo. So, right at that point, if we are shielded by the blood of Jesus, right at that moment, when the bullet or the arrow reaches the blood of Jesus, ito pa yung katawan natin, no? Tapos ito yung shield natin. Malulusaw na siya. Dapat, no? Pero, ang nangyayari, tatalbog yan. It will bounce back. Okay? Boomerang. Doon sa tao na nagalit sa atin, nagbato sa atin ng kanyang basura, ng galit niya, binato tayo through the arrows, no? So, hindi natin nakikita yung mga arrows na yan, pero papasok yan sa system if we are not protected or shielded. But if we are shielded by the blood of Jesus or by the mercy of Jesus, ang mangyayari dyan is, babalik doon sa nagbato sa atin. So, hindi tayo merciful pag pinabayaan natin na bumalik ito doon sa nagbato kasi it is may ano na yun may momentum na yun, no? Yung arrow na yan, pag tumama doon sa shield, may momentum, pagbalik niyan, mas matindi ang balik. Some of us call that, yung karma, no? Pero talagang mas matindi ang balik niyan. Physical, sa physics yan yun It's a law in physics, no? Pag gumanan yan, naka-momentum na siya, pag bumalik yan, humahagibis talaga yan. So, what do we do? Because the Lord has given us mercy, shielded us by His very own mercy. May mercy na tayo, di ba? Binigyan tayo ng mercy ni Lord by protecting us. Because we already have that mercy, we are now obliged to share that mercy to the person, to the enemy, giving us those attacks. So, yung enemy natin, sa halip na gumanti tayo or pabayaan, alam na kasi natin, di ba? Bumirang sa kanya yan Alam natin yun So, because we do not want to hurt that person, no, ang gagawin natin dyan, we will also give back mercy. Yung binigay na awa sa atin ni Lord, ibibigay din natin sa kaaway natin. How's that? Paano gagawin yun? How would that be? Di, chaplatan mo. you pray the chaplet. Huwag kang kikilos, huwag kang gagalaw, huwag kang magsasalita. Hayaan mo lang siya. But you are already showering that person, that angry person, with your love. Balutin mo siya ng pagmamahal mo. Balutin mo ng Divine Mercy Chaplet. Pray the chaplet unceasingly hanggang hindi siya alam mo yung hindi siya naglulubag yung kanyang kalooban. Hanggang hindi siya kumakalma, huwag mong tigilan ng chaplet. Maglulubag yan. Kakalma po yan. So, in that way, yung kanyang arrow na ibinato sa atin, pinana tayo ng arrow, no, ng galit niya. Hindi na po yun babalik. Right at the point when the arrow reaches the shield, which is the blood or the mercy of God, matutunaw na siya doon. So, fizzle out. Magdi-disintegrate. And the arrow will not go back to the person, to the enemy. Kapag binato ka ng bato, anong gagawin mo? Batuhin mo ng tinapay. So, yung bato na yun yung negative attacks, psychic attacks, bullying, etc. Anger energy. Lahat yan. So, yun yung bato. And, para hindi bumalik ito in the form of a stone, what do we do? Batuhin mo ngayon siya ng tinapay. And that tinapay, that bread, is actually our own merciful act. Awa galing sa atin. So, alam nyo na ngayon, yung isang kasabihan na yan, no? That came from the Bible, kapag binato ka ng bato, batuhin mo ng tinapay. So, let us thank Faustina for reminding us of the mercy of God, and that because we received the mercy of God, we now have the same capacity to flow to our neighbor the same mercy. May awang binigay sa atin ng Divine Mercy, may awa na rin tayong maibabalik o maibibigay sa ating mga kapwa, sa ating kapwa. Thank you, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Fount of Mercy YouTube channel. God bless.